So I figured I'd give you a little bit more of a close-up here in good lighting, the details on this $400 AR-15. And I like guns that have a history, and AR-15s are kind of neat to me sometimes. A lot of times AR-15s don't really have a whole lot of history because there's just AR-15s. They were bought, they were sold. Usually it's just a bunch of civilians that own them. So there's not a whole lot of interesting history, but this gun, just by looking at the wear marks, this thing has seen some honest use. Now, I don't know exactly if this was just a law enforcement gun or if it saw time over in Iraq. For those of you that know, there are some DPMS rifles that were sent over to Iraq, used by Ugandans and a few other people for FOB security, chow hall security, some menial security tasks. And they were re-imported back into the country. Now, this gun doesn't have any import markings or re-import markings or anything like that. But I won't know for sure until I can get around to do an actual serial number check and just kind of figure out from DPMS maybe exactly when and where this gun spent its time and where it was used. So I'll kind of show an update. Again, this is a 14-inch pinned. It's not a typical 16-inch carbine. You can see right there by the barrel. But I get up close, and this gun certainly wasn't abused, but it was used. And I think that's just kind of the charm of it. I like guns that have honest use to them, and I think this is one of them. This gun, I don't know if you can pick up, there's just some marks there. There's marks there on the steel, just from being used. I'll kind of flip it over, show the other side. There's a little bit of almost, it looks like patina right here, some rust marks right here. And you can see just a little bit of the different coloring. Just looks like it was used. It wasn't abused. It was just a work gun. Another thing I'll do is I'll break open and show you the internals here. The bolt is pretty interesting. The bolt carrier group, rather. Here's bolt carrier group, just typical. The machining isn't the greatest. You can see the machine marks right there. The staking is okay. Here, and here it's staked okay. It's not staked the greatest. I could probably do a better job. I'll probably restake these, but this is good for now. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. This gas key ain't going to go anywhere. But just to show you the markings, there's a D, and you can see the profile on the bolt. It's not cut back or anything like you see a lot of bolts, so I think that's kind of interesting. Everything's good as far as the internals, all the parts on the bolt. I may add a extractor upgrade kit, maybe a one-piece gas ring. That's what I usually do on all my AR-15s. I just haven't done it with this one yet. I may just hold off. If it works, why change it? But all the other internals, buffer spring, all that good stuff, everything's good to go on the gun. Again, it would be really interesting to confirm the history on this thing. I have a feeling this probably is an Iraq bringback, DPMS, which if that's the case, I think that's awesome. It'd be nice to have a gun that played a role in the war on terrorism, even if it was a small menial role. So, with that said, I just hope you enjoyed it. It's not every day I run across a $400 AR-15. So, especially one that's has a lot of good features on it. This thing, again, it's a shortened barrel with the pinned flash hider, the Phantom style flash hider, which I kind of like. It has a chrome lined barrel. I haven't confirmed yet the twist rate. Excuse me, if it's a 1 in 7 or a 1 in 9. I'm thinking it's probably a 1 in 9, but it could be a 1 in 7. I don't know. It's marked as an A15, DPMS A15. The bolt, even though it has some finish marks on it and the staking isn't the best staking I've seen out there, I'm not overly too obsessive about that. I can change that. The internals, everything looks good, so I'm pretty pleased. Again, the only thing I'm probably going to change on it is I'll probably change this, put an A1 style grip on it, and put a CAR 15 stock on here. just because I like the AR-15 style stocks versus the M14 or the the M4 adjustable. So other than that, I'll probably leave it alone. I may put a vertical forward grip on it. I don't know. I may just leave it as it is, just to keep it nice and slick little profile there. So there it is. Again, one of the big reasons I like it, I kind of like the old marking there, the old marking there, restricted, law enforcement, government use only. It's a neat historical marking. It's not my belief. I do not think these rifles should ever be restricted just for law enforcement and government use only. I don't think it's a good thing to ever be in that type of situation where only law enforcement and government has access to these type rifles. I don't really believe in that. But again, it's a good little historical marking. You know, it tells me this rifle was most likely made pre-2004, back during the old assault weapons ban. So, with that said, there it is. Nice little DPMS A-15. I know a lot of people like to hate on DPMS, and DPMS does make some stuff out there that kind of makes me shake my head. This rifle seems pretty well made. And, you know, I can tell it's already had some rounds put down range. Oh, by the way, it does have the M4 cuts in it. I didn't show you that, but it does have the M4 cuts. And everything just seems to be squared away with this gun. So, alright, thanks a lot for watching, and realize that I'm almost 7 minutes already, so I better stop rambling. You all have a good day.